Hi, good evening everybody. Again I have came with another video of Merchant of Venice, which I have discussed in my previous video already, the part 1, and today I am going to discuss about part 2 with the plot and the incidents and about the location where it took place. So I hope you have understood my previous video, which was about the characters, means central characters and the plot. So today I will discuss the location. See, location means the incident which took place in Belmont. See the boat in Belmont and Venice. There was two places in this play. One was Belmont, another one was Venice. So in Belmont, which type of incident took place I have mentioned here. Kindly write it down. So the first one is a room in Portia's house. Actually, you will remember that Portia's house was in Belmont only. And there was a garden also, the second one. And the third one is avenue of Portia's house. Okay. At the same time, in the next hand, Venice is there. In Venice, first one was a street. On a street, some incident took place. And the second, a public place. Third, a room in Shylock's house. Fourth one is before Shylock's house. And the fifth is court of justice. That's all for this. See, the next one is the Belmont. In Belmont, Prince of Morocco came to marry Portia. So at the same time, when Antonio went to Venice to bring money from Shylock, Antonio and Bassanio, that time I told you about the casket challenge which was thrown by Portia's father. It was the casket challenge was held in Belmont only. So in Belmont that time many princes came to marry Portia. So that time what Prince of Morocco came to marry Portia and he chose the gold casket. As I have told you that Portia's portrait was kept in one of the casket of in three of the casket, there was in one casket Portia's portrait was there. So the Prince of Morocco chose the gold casket and he failed to choose the correct one. And the second was the Prince of Aragon chose the silver casket. In silver casket, it was written that I have mentioned in my previous video only that in silver casket also Portia's portrait was not present. At the last, another incident took place in between, that was Lorenzo and Jessica. I have told you about these two characters, who was Lorenzo and who was Jessica. Lorenzo was friend of Antonio and Bassanio, and Jessica was the daughter of Shylock, the villain. So what Jessica did, Jessica took away all the money from his father Shylock and ran away with Lorenzo, and they started to stay in Belmont. They went to Belmont. Both of them went to, Lorenzo and Jessica went to Belmont. And in this hand it was written about the Venice. What type of incident occurred in Venice? It was Shylock put all his anger and anxiety on Antonio by taking away 1 pound of flesh. So Shylock was ready to take away 1 pound of flesh from Antonio's body. And Portia gave lump sum amount to Bassanio to rescue Antonio from Shylock. So as I told you that Portia was belonging from a rich family, from a royal family. So what happened? She gave some money to Bassanio that you take this money and rescue Antonio from that villain Shylock. Because Shylock was very aggressive that time and he was completely ready to take away the flesh. Now I will discuss about the court of Venice, court of justice. So what happened? Antonio was taken by Shylock to take away the flesh. So in this phase, I will discuss the court, what happened in court of Venice. So Bassanio was ready to give 3 times of the money, 3 times of the interest which he took from Shylock. So he told Shylock that I will give you 3 times of the interest of the money which I have took from you. But Shylock was very rigid. He told that it was not a deal. I was deal that if you will not give me at the right time the money which you have took, if you are not able to give it in a right time, then I will take away the flesh, 1 pound of flesh from Antonio, and that decision will be the final decision. So Portia, and here in Belmont, Portia and Nerissa was there. As I have told about this character, Nerissa was Portia's maid servant, as at the same time was also friend. So Portia and Nerissa came to the court of justice in Venice. Suddenly both of them groomed like a lawyer and a clerk. Means they have just groomed, imitate like a lawyer and a clerk, and came to the court of justice to rescue Antonio. How they came? They groomed, means Portia groomed like a lawyer and Nerissa groomed like a clerk. The lawyer's name was Balthazar. See, another new character is added here. It is Balthazar. Balthazar was a lawyer. Lawyer means at the same time he was Portia itself. Portia itself was Balthazar. She groomed like a lawyer. So Balthazar claimed that, Balthazar means Portia claimed that Shylock do not have right to take away flesh from Antonio. She told that Shylock don't have any right to take away the flesh of Antonio. Why she told this? Because she told that it was deal that she can, Antonio can take away the deal. How he can take away the deal? Because Shylock can't do this illegal act with Antonio in the Venice. The 4th one is Balthazar said the bond is for flesh but not for a single drop of blood. So what Balthazar means Portia told that the bond which was being signed between Antonio and Shylock, and Bassanio was also present there, was that it was about the flesh but not about the single drop of blood. So clever the girl is, Portia. So to rescue Antonio she did this. Okay, and if Shylock do so, then in Venice whatever wealth he has, it will be snatched away. So Shylock's all property and wealth will be snatched away if he does like that. So the 5th one is Antonio and Duke was mercy on Shylock. So what they feel, Antonio was at the same time very much mercy that please don't take away his property right now, but we have one condition. So the what condition they have, it will I will discuss this. Okay. So the condition is so the condition 1 was that after death he has to give his half wealth to Antonio and half to his daughter Jessica. So what condition it was? That after death he has to give his half wealth to Antonio and half to his daughter Jessica. And the second condition was, as he was a Jew, remember that Shylock was a Jew, so he has to change his religion and convert into Christianity. So he have to change the religion and convert into Christianity. He has to accept the Christianity. These were 2 conditions. Now I will discuss that Bassanio offered the lawyer. Who was lawyer's name was? Balthazar. So offered the lawyer Balthazar. And who was Balthazar? Portia was groomed like Balthazar, I told you before. So Bassanio offered the lawyer Balthazar his money. So what Bassanio did, he told Balthazar that take some money because you have done a very good job by rescuing and my best friend Antonio from that villain Shylock. So but Portia refused it. But Balthazar refused to take that money. So instead of money, she demanded the ring of Portia. What she demanded? She demanded the ring of Portia from Balthazar. And why she demanded that ring? Because as Bassanio, when he went for the casket challenge and when he won the casket challenge, that time Portia gave her ring to Bassanio, and she told that you will not give this ring to anybody. This is the sign of love. The ring was sign of love. So instead of money, she demanded for the ring from Bassanio. Bassanio, then what happened? Bassanio did not recognize Portia. So as Portia was pretending like a lawyer, Balthazar, so Bassanio have not recognized Portia. So that's why he offered some money as a fees to the lawyer, and Portia rejected it and told that you give me the ring. So Bassanio was very upset and was refused to give that ring because Portia's love sign it was. The ring was Portia's love sign. And Portia told him that you promise me you will never give this ring to others. But Antonio at the same time was Bassanio's best friend. Antonio came and told that please give the ring, just the lawyer is asking for the ring only. He is not asking any lump sum, just give the ring to him, as the lawyer have saved my life. So hearing this, Bassanio thought sometimes and he gave the ring to the lawyer Balthazar. That was Portia herself only. Okay. So now I will discuss, and these are the incident whichever occurred in the Venice, the court of justice. Now I will came to the Belmont. So what happened in Belmont? Lorenzo and Jessica, which I told you before, Lorenzo and Jessica was leading a good life. They got married with each other and they were leading a good life. And then Portia was acting and pretending and showing very anger and anxiety to Bassanio. Why? Because she told that you have lost my ring, you have lost my love sign, how you are, how can you do like this with me? She was pretending. Okay. The next one is, after lots of drama and acting, Portia revealed that they went in the court of Venice to rescue Antonio. So she revealed that she went to the court of Venice. She and Nerissa, both of them went to the court of Venice to rescue Antonio. So after hearing this, everybody was happy. So the three couple, they went to the Belmont. They were living in the Belmont and they suddenly got excited of hearing this news. So after hearing this, everybody was happy and the three couples lived happily ever. Another good news came. See, Antonio's ship has returned safely and he was also happy too. So suddenly the Antonio's ship, which was out of the town and was stuck in the middle of the sea, all the ships came back, returned back safely, and he was also happy too. So at the last point is the three couples prepared to celebrate their marriage. So the three couples which I have mentioned, it is total a love story. And the three couples are that Gretanio, Nerissa, Bassanio, Portia, and Lorenzo and Jessica. The three couple got very happy by hearing this news and they start celebrating their marriage. That's all for my video, my friends. If you like my video, please go to my channel Abhyaas the Learning Institute and subscribe it to get more interesting videos, and share and like it. Bye.